Hi guys, welcome back to returning viewers and subscribers, and welcome to all my new viewers and my new subscribers. I appreciate each and every one of you wholeheartedly. So today's reading is, who are you going to marry? Who are you going to be in a long-term relationship with? So today we have 3 piles for you to choose from. So just take a minute for you to center yourself, focus on the question, and then select whatever pile you have been guided towards. Please remember that this is a general reading, so not all messages will resonate. And don't forget to like, comment, or both, as this will help my channel to grow. And subscribe if you would like to be updated with new content as soon as it is uploaded. And with all that being said, I shall see you in your piles. Welcome, pile A. So you would like to know who you're going to marry, who you're going to be in a long-term relationship with. So we're going to get straight into it. I'm going to shuffle on camera today. So yeah, let's go. So I'm just going to put this up here. Okay, so who is pile A going to marry? Who is pile A going to marry? Okay, so for you guys, the first card we have is 11, detached. So you will marry or be in a long-term relationship with someone who may be detached or may come across as detached. They may act as if they don't care, they're not bothered. It has a lot to do with their past. So the person that you will marry, pile A, they've been through a lot in their past in regards to relationships. They may be the type of person that gives a lot and didn't get a lot back in return. They may even, like, they're a very peaceful person. They seem quite withdrawn, shy, quiet, especially if you don't know them very well. So like the more you get to know them, the more they come out of their shell. Yeah, so in regards to their past, like I said, they've been through a lot of unsuccessful relationships, haven't quite been able to find their partner, the one. They're the type of person that even if they have had a lot of relationships in the past, or they have had a lot of partners in the past, they want to settle down. They want to find that one person that they can just be their self with and feel, completely comfortable around. Because I get that this person has trouble in expressing their self. Yeah, it's almost like they feel like they've given up on love, given up on relationships, given up on finding the one. They may have been in a lot of relationships that have been toxic, a lot of arguments, a lot of disputes. This person just wants to keep the peace, pile A. So they're quite, like I said, they're a very peaceful person. They don't like a lot of arguments, I'm just hearing drama. Yeah, so let's see. Who are you going to marry, pile A? This may also be you as well. So you and your person that you're going to marry, being in a long-term relationship with, could be quite similar in a sense where you both have come from that type of relationship and you're just looking for peace. You may even both be in a position where you have almost accepted the fact that you're not really going to find someone. So it's almost like you've given up on love. So this could be your energy too, pile A. So who's pile A going to marry? Oh, way too many. Who's pile A going to marry? So we have throat chakra here. Yeah, so your person, I'm hearing Aquarius as well. So your person could be Aquarius, a Libra as well, I was getting. Um, could be a Gemini as well, another air sign. So your person is a great communicator. They're a deep thinker as well. They spend a lot of time by themselves thinking. They may be in their head a lot of times, or seem to be in their head a lot of the time. So they may just have a look about them where they just seem like they're constantly thinking, contemplating, analyzing, daydreaming. Yeah, they're a very logical person. They like to think things through. They're very fact orientated as well. I'm hearing conspiracy, so they may have a lot of conspiracy theories, or they just like to deep dive. They like to get to the bottom of things. Yeah, they're a very good communicator. The issue is that when they don't know you very well, they tend to be a little bit more withdrawn. It's like the more they get to know you, the more they come out their shell, the more you'll find out about them, the more it's like they don't shut up. Like they could talk for hours. Like they're very well spoken, very well educated as well, whether this be mainstream education or things that they have gone off and researched on their own. Like they know a lot. Let's see, who you're going to marry, party. They like to learn a lot as well, yeah. So we have new vitality. Your person is very creative, could be in the way that they look as well. So they like to wear a lot of colors. They're an artist as well. They may do a lot of that in their spare time. So they may draw, they may even have a hidden talent that you don't really know about, or most people don't know about. So they could sing, they can, dance, they can draw, they can maybe even make clothes. Like they're very artistic in the way that they express themselves. It could even be with how passionate they are about topics that they've researched, or could be issues. It could be social issues that they're very passionate about. I'm just noticing this person's lips as well. So your person may have very kissable lips, or very like, I'm just seeing like plump, like very, there's something about their mouth area, part A, that you may even find very attractive, or there's just something about their lips is what's standing out to me. Let's see what else we have. So who are you going to marry, part A? We have believe and succeed, number 6. Yeah, so I'm getting strong air vibes for you guys, part A. This could be you, this could be your person. Like I said to you before, your person that you will marry, being a long-term relationship, has been through a lot in their past. So they've had a lot of past experiences in regards to relationships. They know what they don't want. They may have been single for some time, or when you meet them, they may currently have just gotten out of a tough situation. So they may not be too quick to want to jump into a relationship. So that's where I'm getting that kind of detached vibe from, not really wanting to commit. They may even have a bit of a fear of commitment, especially in the beginning of you meeting them. And it really has a lot to do with what they've been through in the past, not wanting history to repeat itself. Yeah, they're definitely looking for something that brings them peace. Someone that is also a great communicator. So they may have had issues with communication in their past relationships. Yeah, let's see. Who else? Who are you going to marry? Part A. Who are you going to be in a long-term relationship with? Just get one more, please, Spirit. One more, please. Who is Part A going to marry? We have number 7, daydreams and decisions. Yeah, I did mention that your person may daydream quite a lot. The glare from that window is shining on that card. Let me see if I can bring it in a little bit. So your person may practice meditation. They may practice different ways to, or they may have had to really do that inner work to gain inner peace. So they may, like I said, I'm getting a lot of turbulence around them, a lot of upheaval, a lot of disturbance. There's a lot of drama, toxicity that they may have experienced in life. So they may have experienced a lot of that energy, and they are at a point in their life when you meet them where they have really had to work on that inner peace. They may even have had anger issues, found it hard to express themselves, so kept a lot of it bottled in. Yeah, so I'm hearing like express their emotions. They may have had trouble expressing their emotions in the past. So they have acknowledged that these relationships that they've been in the past have also been a reflection of themselves. They know that there's a lot that they could have done or didn't do. So I'm hearing that they're not like blaming it 100% on the partners. Like they've realized that it's a learning curve. So they've learned a lot from these past relationships is what I'm hearing for you, Part A. So it's like they're ready. They're more mature now. They know what it takes to build is what I'm hearing. They know what they're looking for. So they're not in a rush neither is what I'm hearing. They've spent a lot of time just learning to better themselves, grow, learn. Like I said, they like to learn. They like to they do a lot of self-improvement. So they may have a lot of books. They may like watch a lot of podcasts. They're very much into self-healing, self-growth. Yeah, let's see what else we have for you guys. So let's get some more information on who Part A is going to marry. Who's Part A going to marry? We have Queen of Cups. So this could be you. This could be them. Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces. Your person is very sensitive, part A. They feel very deeply. They're very intuitive as well. Like I said, they're all about peace, love. They may have given quite a lot in the past. They may be very generous, and may have had a lot of people take advantage of them in the past. So I'm hearing like boundaries, like they've had to work on their healthy boundaries. So there could have been some codependency in their past as well. Yeah, so when you meet them, they may be a little like not as giving in a sense where it's like they're trying to figure out who you are, what you bring to the table. It's like they've been taken advantage of in their life, and so they're a little bit more reserved when meeting new people. So it takes them a while to truly open up, but when they do, like they're very giving, they're very caring, they're very loving. Yeah, like I said, they've spent a lot of time healing, working on themselves, fulfilling themselves, loving on themselves. Yeah, they have a lot to offer, part A. Emotional support. Like they're very giving, they're very loving, they're very nurturing. They're very independent as well, is what I heard. So if you have also been in situations where you felt like you've had to, or you've overgiven, or you're always having to do the most for others, like this person isn't like that. Like they're very independent. They do a lot for themselves. Yeah, let's see what else we have for you guys. Who's part A going to marry? Who are they going to be in a long-term relationship with? So we have the World. Yeah, so you're going to marry someone that has done the work, is doing the work to become a new version of themselves. So, like I said, they've used a lot of their life experiences as lessons, as ways to expand, to learn, to grow. So they're very mature in the way that they think, in the way that they behave. I mean, everyone's got a past, part A. Some people are still in the process of working through their past. Some people never really learn. Some people just continue to make the same mistakes over and over again. Your person, part A, they're not one of those people. They have learned from their past mistakes, past relationships. Like they always want to do better, be better. Yeah, they're big on growth, movement. So they're very active as well, is what I just heard. So we also have the Queen of Pentacles. So yeah, like I said, they're very independent, stable. Like they have their own house, own car, they work, they're self-sufficient. Like everything they've gotten in their life, it's through hard work and dedication. Like they're not the type of person that will use people to get something or to gain something. So I'm not getting that like a manipulative energy, like someone that uses people to climb up the ladder, to move ahead, to move forward in life. Like this person, they've worked for everything that they have. They're hard workers. Let's see what else we have for you guys. So who's part A going to marry? Who they're going to be in a relationship with? So we have the Eight of Cups. Yeah, so your person that you're going to marry, part A, be in a relationship with, they've had to walk away from a lot that people in their life, family members, things that haven't served them. Like they've had to learn to leave people where they are. So like I said, they may have overextended themselves. They may have tried to make situations work that weren't working. They may have given like a lot of themselves in the past. They've had to learn to walk away from people, places, and things that don't serve them. So they may have just come out of a long-term relationship. They may have come out from a marriage. They may be newly divorced. They may have been single for quite some time or just gotten out of a relationship. But they've had to leave someone, something in the past behind that wasn't working for them, so they could find better, so they could find peace, so they could find themselves. If they have just gotten out of a relationship, then when you meet them, their ex may still be lingering in the background, in a sense where not that they're still wanting to be in a relationship with, but in a situation where that person hasn't quite let them go, may not have been the one to want to let them go. So you could be in a relationship where you break things off with your person and you're happy to move forward, but that person still doesn't want to let you go. So it could be a situation like that where there could be someone lingering in the background that still hasn't accepted that it's over. As for some of you, part A, not all, but your person is completely finished with their past. They have no interest in going back. They are completely focused on the new. Because like I said, they want a peaceful life. They want happiness. They want someone that is willing to work on things just as much as they are. They want someone that also says what they mean and means what they say. They want someone that knows how to communicate their feelings. They don't want to be, because your person is quite intuitive. They don't want to constantly have to think about what it is that you're feeling, or they just want someone that's open and honest. So they may have had a lot of dishonesty in their past, manipulators, gaslighters. So they're through with that energy is what I'm getting for you, part A. So yeah, they're into forward movement. Like I'm just picturing someone that is just focused on what's ahead and no longer looking behind them. So yeah, let's see. Okay, we got one more for you guys. So we have Page of Wands here. Yeah, so I'm getting like this could be someone that, like I said, could be newly single, could even have been single for a while, but it's like they've found a new lease of life. They could even be could even be like mid-40s, I just heard. That's for my older crowd, or just even if not age-wise, it's like someone that is late 20s, late 30s, mid 40s. So depending on your age range, it's someone that has matured within your age range. So if you're early 20s, this person is going to be in their late 20s. If you're early 30s, this person's going to be mid 30s, late 30s. If you're early 40s, this person's like mid 40s, so on and so forth. But it's like, even though they may be older than you, they're still very young at heart. They still value life. They're very grateful with the lessons that they've had. They have a lot of enthusiasm about the future. So I'm getting like that Sagittarius energy, that optimism, that hope. They're very inspiring. They find life inspiring. So they're not the type of person that lets life get them down. They may have times where they, have small bouts of depression, just like everyone else, where you just going through it, where you just want to be alone, where you have to figure things out. So they have times where life has got them down, but it's never gotten them down to the point where they don't bounce back. Like, they always bounce back. Like, they're very strong. They're full of life. They're very youthful as well. So like I said, even if they may be older than you or quite mature in age, they have a youthfulness about them. This could be in the way that they act, the way that they dress, the way that they speak. But they're also very wise at the same time. Like, they're very understanding, is what I'm hearing for you, party. Very open as well. They're a great person to talk to. A good listener. Someone that can offer solutions as well to your problems. Like I said, they're very logical. They may have a lot of projects that they're currently working on, businesses, ideas as well, is what I'm hearing. Yeah. So let's see what else we have for you, part A. Okay, so who will part A marry? Who will they be in a long-term relationship with? That is way too much, part A. So we're going to just do that again. Who will part A marry? Who will they be in a long-term relationship with? So we have artist. I did say that your person is very creative. They could be an artist. So this could be in the way that they look, in the way that they express themselves, in the way that they dress, like I said, in the fact that they have a hidden talent. You may not even be fully aware of it at first. So they're very artistic. So we also have Martyr, learning to transcend nature of service to oneself or of a cause. So yeah, they give very good advice. They, like I said, they may have been taken advantage of because they're the type of person that's always there to help people. They may even have in the past put other people's problems before themselves. So they may have neglected themselves in the past because they've always been willing to help other people. So they've had a lot of like energy vampires. They've had a lot of people that have taken advantage. So this is something that they've had to learn. Like I said, work on their healthy boundaries. Let's see. So who will part A marry? Who will they be in a relationship with? We have beggar, confronts empowerment at a level of physical survival, awakens the spiritual authority of humility, compassion, and self-esteem. Yeah, like I said, your person gives very good advice, and it's because they've been through a lot in their life. They've experienced a lot of hardship, a lot of, I mean, you may even like when you get to really know them on a deep level, like it's like your heart will just melt, because you'd be surprised at how much a person can go through but still remain loving, still want to give, still want to help, still want to be of service, still be optimistic. Yeah, so let's see what else. Who will Part A marry? Who will they be in a long-term relationship with? So we have Hermit here. So yeah, this could be a person that, like I said, they spend a lot of time by themselves. We did have Detached here. Yeah, so someone that likes to spend a lot of their time by themselves in their own world. So they may daydream a lot. They may just need a lot of time to, because they give so much of themselves, they need time to give to themselves. So they need to be alone so they can focus on what they're feeling, focus on what they're going through. Like I said, they may have given a lot of themselves in the past, and what they've learnt moving forward is that it's important to fill their cup up just as much, if not more. That way they don't get drained by others. So yeah, it's like they've found a way to balance it out, because naturally they are a giver, they are a person that likes to help, and so they've had to learn that they have to pull back, they have to have time for themselves. So they do like to spend a lot of time by themselves, Part A. So that's something that you will need to be able to give them space without being triggered, in a sense where, I mean, some people find it hard to give others space. They may feel that you're up to no good, like, unless they're around you 24/7. So that could be, so yeah, so what I'm hearing is that it's very important for you, Part A, to be secure within yourself and to be secure within the relationship, because this person is going to like a lot of space. And if you have been in situations where you've been cheated on, you've been lied to, you may struggle with giving someone space, because you may just automatically think they're up to no good. Just because somebody needs space or wants space doesn't mean they're up to no good. And so it's something that may trigger you in the beginning, is what I'm hearing, Part A. But because this person is a great communicator, they will let you know what it is that's going on with them. So you be reassured. But that's something you may have to work on within yourself as well, Part A, if you haven't already. So yeah, so who will Part A marry, be in a relationship with? I mean, I'm hearing you may also be like this yourself, so you understand. Who will Part A be in a relationship with? Who will they marry? We have here Angel, helping those in need with no expectation of return. Like I said, your person, like, they like to give. They're very helpful. They care about humanity. They care about what's going on in the world. Like, they don't like to see people struggle. Like, they may have struggled with mental health themselves. They may have struggled with homelessness. They may have been jobless. They've been through a lot, is what I'm saying. So they understand why people behave the way that they do. They may have even given people excuses for their behavior in the past. So have allowed people to treat them in a certain way, because of how much they understand. Like I said, they've had to get to a point in life where they've realized that even though they do understand, that doesn't mean that they have to be someone's personal punching bag or someone's personal emotional dustbin, like, where they can just emotionally dump onto them. Like, they have had to work on their barriers. They've had to work on their boundaries for this reason, because they are so giving. Yeah, so it's like they really want someone to see them for who they are, because like I said, they've given so much of themselves in the past, and they don't look for anything in return, and they haven't always got anything back in return. But that doesn't stop them from doing what they're doing, because it comes natural to them. But that doesn't mean that they don't also want that love. They don't also want that acknowledgement. They don't also want to be seen. Yeah, so let me see what else I have for you guys. So who will a marry or be in a relationship with? A long-term relationship with. Okay, so we have longing for home, homesick for the stars. Yeah, so like I said, your person likes to spend a lot of time by themselves. They may also feel like at times, they don't really feel like they belong. So they may have struggled to find people similar to themselves. Like I said, they have had a lot of emotional vampires around them. They've had a lot of takers around them. They haven't really had a lot of that energy mirrored back to them. So the way that they are, they haven't really experienced that in their life from others. So they've had to spend a lot of time giving back to themselves. They've had to learn to what they give to others. They've had to learn to give it to themselves, is what I'm hearing, because they didn't really get that growing up in relationships up until they've met you, Part A. Obviously, if this is someone you're going to marry or be in a long-term relationship with, they see something in you. So yeah, they may even feel like you are similar to them. You may even feel like you're similar to them as well. So you may have a lot of shared experiences. So even though I'm talking about the person that you're going to marry, being in a long-term relationship with, this may even sound a bit like what you have been through in your life. So yeah, let's see. Who is Part A going to marry, be in a long-term relationship with? We have Earth, learning how to be human in the world but not of it. Like I said, they haven't always felt like they belong. So I'm getting that real strong Aquarius energy where they don't quite feel like they fit in. They feel different. They don't feel like everyone else. They may have felt misunderstood a lot of the times as well. They may believe in things that others don't. Like I said, I got that big conspiracy type energy, someone that is a deep thinker. So they think out of the box. They're not the type of person that follows the crowd and goes along with what everyone else is doing. They like to be different. So they'll have those unpopular opinions. They like healthy debates, healthy discussions. They're not just going to agree with you for the sake of agreeing with you. Yeah, so they've felt very isolated in their life. Like I said, I'm getting a lot of that alone, being alone, feeling alone. Yeah, let's see who will marry, who will they be in a relationship with. So we have Mars energy, anger, conflict, softening to love. So yeah, I did mention something about your person may have had anger issues in the past, or bottled a lot of their emotions in the past, and this is something that they've had to learn to work on. Your person is very masculine as well. They may have fire in their Mars, so they could be their Mars could be in Aries, Sagittarius, Leo, or even Scorpio as well, I heard. Yeah, so they're very emotional. They're very they may have a water moon as well, is what I've heard as well. Or even a Virgo moon they could have. Yeah, so they may have, or they may seem, like I said in the beginning, seem a bit detached, as if they don't really care, or you might be wondering, do they like me? Do they have feelings for me? So they might not be as open in the beginning, but they do have a lot of deep feelings, deep emotions. They've just struggled with expressing these feelings and emotions, but these are things that they are learning to do. So these are things that this is something that they've realized in their life that has held them back, being able to express themselves. So this is something that they're working towards, working on, have been working on for the longest. I mean, they may even at some point tell you about this journey and explain to you their struggles with expressing themselves. Let's see, who will Paul A marry, be in a long-term relationship with? Okay. So we have a deep cellular healing and loosen your grip. Yeah, so I'm getting that codependency energy. That is something that they've had to learn to work on. They may have, in past relationships, they may have expressed a lot of jealousy. I'm hearing, but I don't know how to put it into words. Possessiveness as well, yeah. So they may have been very possessive of their partner in the past, very jealous, insecure as well is what I'm hearing. So these are also issues that they've had to work on. These are things that have been mirrored to them in their past relationships. Yeah, so they spend a lot of time when they're by themselves, they spend a lot of time going over this, realizing things about themselves, working on things. It's like they don't want to bring this energy into a new relationship, into a new situation. Like I said, they constantly evolving. They like to work on themselves. They don't want what they've had previously. They want different. They want peace. They want better, and they realize that that starts with them. So it's like they've realized their shadow aspects. They've realized things about themselves. So they're not, like I said, 100% blaming their partner for everything that's gone wrong in relationships. Like they've realized the part that they have also played. and things that they did or didn't do. And so these are things that they are working on, because like I always say, you have to do your own work. So they've realized what they need to do within themselves. That's all I have for you, Part A. I hope this reading has helped. Thank you very much for joining me. If you picked any more piles, I shall see you then. If not, thank you once again. Welcome, Part A. So who will you marry? Who will you be in a long-term relationship with? So we're going to get straight into it. I'm going to shuffle on camera today. I'm going to put that up there. So who will Paul be marry? Who will Paul be in a long-term relationship with? Who will Paul be marry? Who will Paul be in a long-term relationship with? So we have number 2, spread your wings. So my code, wax. Okay, so for you, Paul B, you will marry someone that is very open. Someone that embraces life, someone that's very optimistic, someone that I'm hearing is very spiritual as well, very intuitive, psychic, could even read tarot, could be very so they get a lot of downloads from spirit as well. So they're very intuitive. They trust their intuition. Like they have a lot of unique ideas. They have a different way of looking at things. They're very wise as well, is what I've heard. They speak life into people as well. So they're very healing. They have a healing aura about them. They are the type of person that sees everything as an experience, and it's like they've learned not to hold grudges and hold on to negative energy. So it's like they've transcended, they've moved through a lot of the hurt and pain and negativity in life, and gotten to a point where they are open to new possibilities, to love, to new friendships, to new... it's like they're willing to embrace the new, is what I'm hearing with you, Paul B. So you may meet this person at a time where they are open. Which is very different from Paul A. Paul A was more of a still feeling that kind of heartbreak, wanting to improve but still being a little bit unsure, whereas this person is open. They're not afraid to be vulnerable. It's like they see it as a power rather than a weakness. So like I said, they're very connected to spirit. They have a strong intuition. Like it may even be that they intuitively feel guided towards you, or feel like the universe has brought you together. So it's like, yeah, they're very spiritual like that. They have a lot of downloads. They have a lot of intuitive dreams as well. Yeah, let's see what else we have for you guys. So we have change your focus. Yeah, your person that you will marry, be in a long-term relationship with, probably they may daydream a lot. They may have a lot of downloads. They may need to be by themselves a lot of the times. They like to be in nature as well. So they like to be out. They're not really the type of person that can be confide. Like, they're not really the type of person that can be restricted. They don't like to be in tight enclosed spaces. Like, they like to have room to move. This could be physically, like mentally. They don't like to be restricted. They don't like to feel caged, boxed in. They're very free. They're very open. I'm just getting a flowing energy, even with the birds in the background. Like, they like to be free. They don't like to feel caged, feel restricted. And I'm not sensing it's because they want to be in multiple relationships or they want to have multiple partners. It's more of a sense where it's like it's a way that they connect to spirit, to be open, to be free, to be able to hear. They like to be just guided by spirit. It's like they very much are the type of person that may not plan as much. They just like to just see where the wind takes them, where the wind blows them. They're the type of person that just wants to just take it. Like, I'll cross that. They may even say quite a lot, I'll cross that bridge when I come to it. Like, they're not really one to look too far into the future. Yeah, let's see what else we have for you guys. Who will probably marry? Who will probably be in a long-term relationship with? It's way too many. I'll take 3 max, Spirit. Who will probably marry, be in a relationship with? Who will probably marry? Oh. Who will probably marry, be in a relationship with? Okay, so we have heart chakra and we have shine. Okay, so your person has likes to operate from their heart. So they're a very emotional, loving person. They're in their field. So I'm getting that Cancer energy. They work from their feelings. It's like it has to feel right to them for them to do it. It has to feel good. It has to, like, there's feelings that are attached to everything. Like, they're very concerned about how people feel as well. They're very connected to their feelings as well, their emotions. They have a big heart, so that Leo energy as well. They wear their heart on their sleeve. They're vulnerable as well. So I'm getting like an energy of someone that's had to learn to embrace these vulnerabilities. This is where they get their strong intuition, their psychic abilities from. So they've had to learn that it's a power. They may have seen it as a weakness in their past, but it's something that they embrace now. So everything they do comes from the heart. Like if they're not feeling it, they're not doing it. Which is where that flowing, that free energy comes from. It's the ability to just move freely and make decisions from the heart. Logic is involved with your person, Power B, but they're more of a feeler. They're more of heart-centered. It's very childlike is what I'm hearing as well. Very innocent. So if they say they love you, they mean it. If they say that they want to be with you or want to marry you or see themselves with you in long term, they mean it. Like it's all or nothing for them. They have no problem in being by themselves. So when they do get into a relationship, they're all in. So yeah, so let's see who you will marry, who you will be in a relationship with, Paul B. So we have number 11, detached. Yeah, so at times your person may appear detached. They may seem withdrawn because they spend a lot of time in their mind, daydreaming, getting downloads. I'm getting like that Pisces dream energy as well. So they're very connected to spirit, connected to source. Like I said, everything they do comes from their heart, comes from their feelings. So they feel a lot. So they may be an empath as well. So they pick up other people's feelings and emotions. Hence the reason why they need to detach themselves at times so they can reconnect with themselves. It may be overwhelming at times as well for them. So they may feel tired a lot. They may need to rest a lot of the times. Yeah, so the person that you will marry, Paul B, the person you'll be in a long-term relationship with, they come in peace. Like they are about peace, love, light, all of that good stuff. Like they understand that there's going to be times where you're going to disagree. It's not like they expect you to agree all the time. They want you to have your own opinion, your own mind. They understand that you're not always going to see eye to eye, but it's how you get through conflicts that means the most. So they're willing to, like I said, when they're in a relationship, they're all in. So they're willing to do whatever work needs to be done in order to move through any rough patches, any disputes, any problems. Like they're not just about saying what needs to be done. They're willing to put in the work. They're willing to put in the action that needs to be taken in order to move through rockier times, because it's not always going to be love, light, and positivity in any situation, which they do acknowledge, even though that is their core energy, that is what they're about, that is what they bring. They do acknowledge, obviously, there's a shadow aspect to everything. So, yeah, so yeah, there's, like I said, there's also a side to your person that needs to spend a lot of time by themselves. So there's times where they're going to be fully in, and then there's times where they're going to need to pull back, where they need time for themselves. So it's a balance. And let's see what else we have for you guys. So who will Paul be married or be in a long-term relationship with? Who will Paul be married, be in a long-term relationship with? So we have the Four of Pentacles here. Someone that is very protective of their energy, Paul B. So they've had to learn, like I said, because they're the type of person that is very open, very vulnerable, heart-centered, heart-focused. They've also had to learn to work on their healthy boundaries as well. So they're also very funny about who they give their energy to, who they spend their time with, who they spend their time on, who they let into their life. They're very selective in regards to the types of people that they have around them. So they may have a very small circle, may not even really have a lot of people around them, a lot of friends. If they do, they're more of acquaintances. They don't really have a lot of people that are very close to them in that sense. So like I said, there'll be acquaintances if they do have a lot of people, but they have very few close friends, family members. Yeah, they very much spend a lot of time by themselves. It's like they don't like to be controlled, or like I said, feel controlled or feel restricted. They're not really big on titles as well. So even though this is titled Who You Will Marry, they might not necessarily agree in marriage. So that's why I also say who you be in a long-term relationship with, because not everyone wants to be married, but that doesn't mean that they don't want to be in a long-term relationship. They just may not agree with marriage for whatever reason, similar to myself. So this may be someone that doesn't really want the title of marriage, but is still very much interested in being in a long-term relationship, still interested in finding their soulmate, finding their partner, but may feel a bit restricted in a marriage, or a conventional marriage, should I say. So we have here Justice. Your person could be a Libra as well. Like I said, I did mention about, shadow aspects. So your person, like I said, even though they're love, light, positivity, all that good stuff, there is still a side to them that may come across as quite moody. There could be a Cancer as well. Come across quite detached. Come across as distant, cold at times. That's usually when they like to be by themselves, to work through their feelings, because like I said, they're very sensitive. So they if they are in a situation where they're being triggered, they prefer to be by themselves and work through what they're feeling. They'll talk to you about it once they have figured it out for themselves. But you may not get that communication during the time of triggering, or during the time where it's affecting them. It's like it's something they need to think about first and figure out first before they know how to communicate. So yeah, there's that aspect to them as well, Paul B. I mean, you may be similar yourself. You may understand where they're coming from. You may not understand at all. And it may be triggering to you as well. But yes, this is the person you will marry or be in a long-term relationship with, Pile B. So let's see what else we have. I mean, there's two sides to everything. So we have the Emperor here. So your person could be an Aries also. You could be an Aries. But yeah, they're very masculine. They're someone that you can really rely on. Someone you can count on. Someone that gives good advice. Someone that listens, that you can tell your problems to. Like, there's people that you know will ask you, how do you feel, or how are you doing, and then when you give them the answer, it's as if they don't even know what to say. So it's like you're almost wondering, well, why did you even ask me? Like, do you really care, or is it just something that you're saying? Like, this person, when they ask you, how do you feel, or how are you doing, or how was your day, they generally want to know. It's not just a conversational piece. It's not just something to say. They generally want to know how you feel, how you're doing, what's upsetting you. Like I said, they come from the heart, so it's genuine, it's true for them. If they don't like a person, they're not going to go out of their way to communicate to them, to be around them. Like, there's nothing about them that's fake. Like, they're very genuine. They don't like to waste their time in situations that don't serve them. Like, they've been there, done that. So they're interested in growth. They only want to be around people that they can grow with, that they see potential with, that they see a future with. Yeah, they're very logical as well. Like I said, even though they are heart-centered and they're very much like, they're very emotional, and it has to feel right to them. They also acknowledge that you do also need to logic things out at the same time, because you may feel a certain way and you may run with that feeling, but it's also important to balance out the feelings with the logic. So they are very strategic as well. They're very logical. They can also think things through. So they're not just running with feelings and emotions. They can also think things through at the same time. So like I said, they give very good advice. Like, this person knows what they're talking about. They're very wise. Let's see what else we have. Who will Paul be marry? Who will they be in a long-term relationship with? It's too many. So we have Hermit here. We had Hermit in Paul B as well. So you may also want to check out Paul B. But like I said, your person that you will marry, be in a long-term relationship with. So they could also be a Virgo as well. They like to spend a lot of time by themselves. It helps them to connect with themselves. It helps them to connect with spirit. It helps them to connect with source. It helps them to make sense of their feelings, their emotions, the downloads that they get, the spiritual guidance that they get. It helps to recharge them as well. So it's like For you, Paul B, to be in a relationship with someone like this, you have to be willing to give them their space. Because like I said, they don't like to feel confined. They don't like to feel controlled. They don't like to feel free. They need to be by themselves at times to make sense of everything that's going on. Like I said, there's also that shadow aspect to them where they may appear to be a bit moody. They may seem a bit snappy at times. So it's like they need to be by themselves to make sense of what's going on, so as not to take it out on others. So if they're feeling some type of way, they'd rather withdraw, they'd rather pull back so they don't take it out on others, say things that they may regret. They prefer to just work it through and then communicate it in a logical way. So yeah, let's see what else we have. Who will Paul B marry? Who will they be in a relationship with? So we have Ace of Pentacles. So your person that you'll marry, Paul B will be in a long-term relationship with. They're very financially stable. They have a very good job. They could own their own businesses, own their own house. Very stable, very secure. So this is mentally, physically. They may have just come into wealth as well. So this may be an inheritance as well. Something that was passed down to them. It could be a family business that they're a part of. They could just come from a family that has money, has wealth. Or even a family of psychics, a family of, religious spirituality. Like it runs in the family. They're very giving as well. So they like to, I'm hearing that their love language is to gift. So they'll buy you things, they'll take you out, they'll spend money on you, they'll, even if, whether it's your birthday or Valentine's Day or Christmas or whatever holiday is, like they're not just the type of person that you're just gonna get things from on those holidays. Like it could just be a Tuesday and they want to give. Like they're very giving. They like to show their affection and their love through physical acts. So they could be very they like public displays of affection also. So they'll hold hands, they'll hug, they'll kiss in public. That they have no problem in showing their love for you in public. And like I said, this is also gift giving as well, and taking you on holiday and taking you out and showering you with gifts, spending money on you. They have no problem with that neither. But they won't just do it with anyone. Like I said, they're very selective about who they give to. But when they do, it's because they're very giving. So yeah, let's see what else we have for you guys. Okay, who will Paul B marry, be in a long-term relationship with? Who will Paul B marry, be in a long-term relationship with? So we have pioneer, passion for doing and creating what has not been done before. So yeah, your person likes to think outside the box. They're different. They don't like to be like everyone else. They don't want to say what everyone else is saying, do what everyone else is doing. Yeah, they're very creative. They just have a different approach to life. Like open your mind. They'll open your mind as well, Palby. They'll also help you to see things in a different way. They'll also get you to think about things as well. So you guys will be able to have deep conversations, thought-provoking conversations. They may even change your view about things. You may have strongly believed about one thing, and then, after having conversations with them, you may change your views. Yeah, so your person really loves to analyze and study. They may even like to study psychology, sociology, so the study of human behavior patterns. So they like to watch people, what makes people tick, why people behave the way that they behave. Like the psychology with the mind, the way the mind thinks. So they're very interested in why we do what we do, why people behave the way that they behave. So they may watch a lot of crime documentaries. They may even be a lawyer. They may be a psychologist. They may work with people. They may be a social worker. They may work in mental health. Or they're just very much interested in it. Who will Paul be marry? Who will they be in a long-term relationship with? We have Queen. So radiates the regal feminine. It uses her benevolent authority to protect others. So they're very nurturing as well. They could be a Cancer. I think I mentioned that already. So even if they are a man, they may still have these qualities where they like to protect. They're very nurturing. They like to take care of you. They like to take care of others. Let's see, who will Paul be marry or be in a long-term relationship with? We have Father as well. So yeah, like I said, this person has a lot of masculine energy. They like to be the provider. They like to take care of you. They like you. They want to be someone that people can look up to. Someone that brings value to people's lives as well. They like to teach. They like to learn. They like to pass on what they've learned. They want to be like someone that people can rely on. Like, I just heard that they're a trustworthy person. They're the type of person that like they're a man of their word. Like I said, they say what they mean and they mean what they say. Like they're not a flaky person. Like if they say they're gonna do something, they're gonna do something, and if they can't do it, they will let you know. Like they're not just gonna ghost you or not show up or just ignore you and not answer your calls. Like you will know what's going on. They will communicate to you what's going on. Yeah, it's like they demand respect, and not in a way where it's overbearing. It's just their aura. It's just they're a type of person where you just automatically just can't help but to respect what they say, what they do. It's their character. It's how they present themselves. It's how they act. It's what they put out. Let's see, who will probably marry? Who will they be in a relationship with? You have here guide, represents the nature of the divine in life and in yourself. So yeah, I did mention about their wisdom, that you will learn a lot from them. They like to teach. They also like to learn. Like I said, they learn from people's behavior. They may provide, they may give advice, that they may work in a field where they give a lot of advice, or it's just they have a lot of people around them that come to them for advice because they give such good advice, because they've experienced a lot, because it's like they know what they're talking about. If they haven't personally experienced it themselves, they know people that have. They, like I said, they study people. They like to know what makes you do what you do, why you behave the way you behave. So like I said, they're very good at understanding people. So yeah, they're good. They give good advice, probably. There's someone that you can confide in, someone that you can talk to, someone that will be there for you through thick and thin, someone that will have your back, someone that will tell you the truth, even if it hurts. Yeah, let's see what else we have for Paul B. Who will Paul B marry, be in a relationship with? Who will Paul B be married to, be in a relationship with? So we have mediate, a gift for negotiating fairness and strategy in personal and professional life, respect for both sides in an argument. Yeah, like I said, they're very good. They may even be a counselor as well. They just, because of what they've experienced in life, because of what they've seen, they give very good advice. Like a lot of people will come to them. They may have even saved people's relationships, saved friendships. They're very fair, they're very balanced, they're very honest. So like I said, they're not just going to tell you what you want to hear. They're going to tell you the truth, even if it hurts. But it's like they know how to say it. It's how they say it. It's the delivery. Like it's all said and done with love. Yeah, let's see what else we have for you guys. So who will probably be married, be in a relationship with? So we have all paths lead home. Inner authority, intuition, turn your gaze within. Yeah, your person likes to spend a lot of time by themselves. Like I said, inner knowledge, inner knowing. Their intuition is on point. They trust their intuition. They let it lead them. They let it guide them. If it doesn't feel right, they won't do it. Like they're not a pushover. Like, you can't get them to do something. They may even be a little bit stubborn as well. That you cannot get them to do something that they don't want to do, because they have to feel it. It has to feel right to them. No matter how free they are, no matter how much they, like I said, all paths lead home. So for them, once they've found that someone, once they've found that person, like they're all, that's all they're gonna be about. So even if they are, you know, by themselves, even if they need time alone, like, they're always going to come back. Like, it's not a situation where it's like absence makes the heart grow fonder. So for them, when they do spend time away from you, or when there is times where they need to be by themselves and have their space, it's like they do miss you more. Like, it strengthens the relationship for them. Especially if you are understanding about their need for space and freedom and alone time. Yeah, let's see what else I have. So yeah, they like to go within. They do a lot of introspection. So they like to check in with how they're feeling every once in a while, because they do so much for others that they know how important it is to also make sure they don't rely on other people to do what they do for others for them. Like, they understand how important it is for them to also give to themselves. So what they do for others, they do for themselves. So they'll check in with themselves every now and then to make sure they're all right and what they're going through and how they're coping and so on and so forth. So yeah, so who will Paul be marrying? Who will they be in a long-term relationship with? Who will Paul be marrying? Who will Paul be in a long-term relationship with? Okay. So we have trust the timing, trust the wave you came in on. Time is not running out. We have star ancestors, hidden secrets, lost wisdom, look a little deeper. We have the blue flame, spontaneous awakening, activation, interrogation time. Let me get one more. Who will Paul be married? Who will they be in a relationship with? Yeah, so your person is very wise. Like I said, they give very good advice. Because a lot of it comes from spirit. Because they're very connected. Hang on, I don't know what's going on with these cards. They just fell on the floor. Let's get one more, please, spirit. I mean, whether they acknowledge it or not, whether they understand where it comes from, like, that's where it comes from. Like, they have a connection to spirit. They may channel a lot as well. Like I said, they may not even realize that's what's going on, but that's where it comes from. Okay, so we have lost land, soul memories and gifts. You've done this before. So you may have known this person from a previous life. This could also be someone that you've known from childhood. You may have already had some sort of interaction with them. So then you may have known them for a while. They could be a friend. It could have just developed into something a bit more over the years. It could have been something that's on and off. It could have been someone that you've met, but you never really got anywhere. Or there was long periods of time. Or you could have been in a relationship, they could have been in a relationship, it could have been a timing issue. But yeah, the person that you will marry or being in a long-term relationship with, Pile B, so you could be twin flames as well. You may be very similar to this person. So some of what I'm saying in this reading could also apply to you, or you may think I'm describing yourself. So you and this person have a lot of similar experiences. You may be from different backgrounds as well. You could speak two different languages. You could be two different religions, you know, different cultures, different skin colors. Like there's something that is different about you. Even though you share similar backgrounds, similar experiences, there's still something very different about you. But then there's something that also brings you together at the same time. So soul tribe, soul family, like I said, twin flames, soulmates. Like your relationship you'll learn a lot. You will learn a lot through your relationship. So there's something about timing in this relationship, Paul B. So maybe the timing just wasn't right in the beginning. So like I said, this could have been a situation where you met and it just didn't work out, and you know, you went your separate ways, but then you couldn't stop thinking about each other, found it hard to really move on from each other. Maybe you came across each other another time, things have changed. Like I said, you could have been in a relationship and now you've come across each other again now, and both of you are single, so now you can give it a go. But either way, there's some sort of timing at play in this relationship. It may take a while for you guys to really get to this point. It may be a situation where you're currently in separation with this person. Like I said, you could already have started speaking or met this person, but it didn't really didn't really go anywhere. You may be at a distance from each other, so you may also live separately from one another. So you could live in a separate city, separate country. You could just be a long distance as well. So there's some sort of distance between you guys. When you first meet anyway, could even be throughout the relationship. You could just be very independent. They're very independent, so you also have your two separate lives. You could have children, they could have children. So you've already had your families, you've already had your relationships, and then you link up later on in life. But yeah, this is the person you will marry or be in a long-term relationship with, Paul B. So I hope that's helped. Thank you very much for joining me. If you've picked any more piles, I shall see you there. If not, thank you once again. Welcome, Pal C. So you would like to know who you will marry, who you will be in a long-term relationship with. So we're going to get straight into it. Let me put this here. I'm going to shuffle on camera today. So yeah, so who will Pal C marry? Who will Pal C be in a long-term relationship with? Take these two. So we have confront and we have throat chakra. So you will be in a relationship with, you'll be married to someone that speaks a lot of truth. So it may be triggering as well. So they say a lot of things that could also be triggering. So they may have a way of reflecting things back to you that may be triggering to you. So I'm getting like the type of person that doesn't really hold back. Like, they're going to say how they feel regardless of how someone feels. Like, it's important for them to express themselves. So they may have to work on delivery at times, and how it's not really what's being said, it's how it's being said. So yeah, hence the reason why you may find it triggering. It may be something you need to hear, but it's the delivery at times. They also, it's like they learn a lot through communicating. So this is going to be someone that you're going to be able to talk to. So if there is an issue, if there is a problem, if there's something going on in the relationship, like, they're going to be willing to talk about it. Like, they're happy to talk about it. They want everything to be laid out on the table. They want to know what the issues are. Like I said, they're very blunt and straightforward and honest. So they expect that from their partner as well. So, like I said, they may have to learn how to the delivery. They may have to work on the delivery, but it's someone that you will be able to talk to, someone that you will be able to address things with, someone that you will be able to communicate. I mean, communication is needed in a relationship. Like, without communication, like, there's no relationship, there's no way to move forward, there's no way to strengthen a relationship if there's no communication. So like I said, this person is willing to communicate, may have to work on delivery at times, but they are a great communicator and a listener as well. So they're happy to hear you out. I mean, they may act as though they are not sensitive, but they are also sensitive. So even though they may be blunt in the way that they speak, they don't necessarily want someone to be like that towards them. Hence the reason why they need to work on their delivery, because they're sensitive as well. So they like the truth. They want to know how you feel. They want to speak about things, but they also would prefer it being done in a way that doesn't hurt them as well. So yeah, sounds a bit contradictive, but yeah, here we go. So who will Parsi marry, be in a relationship with? So I'm hearing that your person may be a water moon. They may be a Cancer as well. Pisces. A Gemini as well, heard. Leo also. So we have Shine. Yeah, so your person is very childlike, playful. They like to have fun. They're very light-hearted as well. Hence the reason why they like to talk and communicate because they don't want to feel like there is something going on that they're unaware of. So they rather just put everything on the table. They like to have fun. They don't like too much of a serious energy. They'd rather just work things out so that those bad vibes or that bad energy isn't just lingering. Because, yeah, they're very light-hearted, very joyful. Yeah, let's see what else we have here for you guys. Who will Halsey marry and be in a relationship with, a long-term relationship with? Who will Pisces marry or be in a long-term relationship with? We have 10 flow. Yeah, your person is very sensitive. It's like they act as though they're not. They may have struggled with sensitivity in the past, connecting with their sensitivity. Like I said, they may have a water moon, so it's not obvious that they feel this way. They may have a Leo sun or fire sun and a water moon. Like, they have a big heart. They're very loving. They're very giving. They can seem shy at times as well. So even though they're very outgoing, seem quite extroverted, there's also a little bit of an introvert energy there. So it's like they appear to be extroverted, but they're introverted. I don't even know how that works, but it's like, it's almost, I just heard fake it till you make it. So they may be very introverted, but they push themselves to be out there. They push themselves to appear more confident. So they may even have a North Node Leo or a North Node Aries is what I heard as well. They may have also felt like they couldn't really be their self as a child as well. So that may be where some of the introverted, extroverted energy comes from. They may have wanted to be more introverted, but they were held down through childhood in relationships, so they wasn't really able to fully really be themselves and fully really shine. It may also be an energy where you first meet them, they seem quite introverted, seem very shy. As you get to know them, you see more of the extroverted side of them, you see more confidence, you see more of that, you see more of their character. Yeah, let's see what else we have. Who will Palsy marry or be in a long-term relationship with? We have 2, spread your wings. Yeah, your person is very open, Palsy. They're very loving. They embrace life. They embrace what it has to offer. Yeah, once you really get to know them, Palsy, like they're quite a character. It's like if they don't really know you that well, they're a bit introverted, but with the close friends, close family members, they're like center stage, like spotlights on them. Like they like to perform, they may have a big following on social media as well. So, like I said, this could be something that they've pushed themselves to become more of. This could be someone who they've always been, but it's been suppressed as a child through relationships. It may be a lack of confidence. So it's like they have grown more in confidence over the years. Also, being with you has helped their confidence. Yeah, let's see what else we have for you guys. Yeah, so they may also have been shy. Like I said, when you first met them, they may have struggled to let you know how they feel. Like you may have had to develop more of a friendship, or you may be friends before it develops into anything else. So this person that you're going to marry and be in a long-term relationship with, you'll build a friendship first, is what I'm hearing. Or it may be a childhood friend, someone that you've known for a while before you got serious, before they let you know how they feel. So who will Palsy marry, be in a long-term relationship with? So we have High Priestess, and we have Nine of Wands. Yeah, so I'm getting more of that water moon energy as well. So your person is very intuitive, very spiritual as well. Connected to source, connected to their intuition. They may have a feminine moon as well. Or their moon may be in a feminine sign, should I say. So that would be Taurus, Cancer, Virgo, Scorpio, Capricorn, and Pisces. Or Pisces, should I say. So that would be Taurus, Cancer, Virgo, Scorpio, Pisces, or Capricorn. This could be their sun as well, but I'm mainly getting it for their moon. They come across as quite guarded as well, especially to people that they don't really know. It's like when you first meet them, they seem quite guarded. They seem quite skeptical of people. They may have trust issues, especially when they first meet you, until they kind of know who you are or what you're about. Like I said, there's an energy of one person when you meet them, and then someone else once you really get to know them. Not in a narcissistic type of way, they're more reserved, they're more quiet, more of a introvert when you first meet them, and then their personality seems to come out of nowhere once you really get to know them. It's like it's a protection for them. They do it to protect their heart because they are very sensitive. But it's not something that they show. It's not something that's obvious. So who will Palsy marry or be in a long-term relationship with? It's way too many, Spirit. Oh. Who will Palsy marry or be in a long-term relationship with? So, okay. Palsy, my battery just died. At the perfect time, anyway. Okay, so my battery just died. Not sure where I left off, what I was saying, but I'm going to continue anyway. So, let's get another card for who Palsy will marry. Who will they be in a relationship with? Long-term relationship with, should I say. Who will they marry? So we have the Three of Pentacles here. Okay, so I'm hearing that they're a hard worker, Palsy. They may have children as well from a previous relationship. Could be teenage children, or at least I would say junior school, so 8 and above. Yeah, so they may currently be working on their finances when you meet them. That could be something that they're doing at this moment in time. So if you haven't met this person yet, this is what they're doing. Could be doing it, like I said, when you meet them. They're working on their finances, working on their stability. They could have just come out of a situation, come out of a relationship. So now they're having to move out of the marital home, find somewhere else to live, become more independent. So they could, like I said, they could be coming out of a relationship and now they have to work towards building their own foundation by themselves as a single person when you meet them, or currently this is something that they're going through at this moment in time. But they're a really hard worker. They're the type of person that if they feel like it's worth keeping friendship, a relationship, they will work harder. They will want to do what it takes to make it work. Yeah, so they're very committed, is what I'm hearing for you, Palsy. So got two more. So we have the Queen of Cups and we have the Queen of Pentacles. So there could be a water sign, earth sign, so Capricorn, Virgo, Taurus, Pisces, Cancer, Scorpio. This could be you also. So yeah, so they're very emotional, they're very intuitive, they're very so like I said, they're very secure within themselves. They're the type of person that you can build with, you can grow with, someone that is not going to enter a situation unless they're serious about it. So they're not going to be in a relationship for the sake of being in a relationship. Like for them to be in a committed relationship, for them to be with somebody, it has to be something that they see grow, something that they can work with, something that they can build a foundation, someone who they can build a foundation with. So they like their comforts as well. So they could be quite a homebody at times as well. Or like I said, when they like to spend a lot of time by themselves. So they like the comforts. They may like luxury items as well. Quality things, things of quality. They're not really confrontational as well. They prefer to just keep the peace, although they will stand their ground. Like they're not a pushover, but they're not someone that goes out of their way to look for an argument or loves drama or gossip. They're very much the opposite. They like peace. They like quiet. They like Yeah, they're not very complicated at all once you really get to know them. Like they're quite simple in a sense where want they don't seem to want much. It's like they're not hard to please. They're not hard to get along with. They're not difficult because they're very communicative. They express themselves very well. It's like you don't have to guess when it comes to them. You don't have to wonder. You don't have to feel like you don't know what's going on. Like you'll always know. It's like they always want to make sure that you're secure and you understand what's happening and you're not left in the dark. Yeah, let's see what else I have for you guys. So who will Palsy marry or be in a long-term relationship with? So who will Palsy marry or be in a long-term relationship with? So we have lifting the veil, questioning everything, anything unaligned must go. So yeah, like I said, they're drama free. If they feel like something isn't working, if they feel like someone isn't for them, they have no problems in walking away. Like they really value their sanity, they value their peace. So they don't have time for drama, they don't have time for confrontation, they don't have time for unnecessary like conflict, just like problems. Like I said, they're quite simple. Like it doesn't have to be that complicated for them. Like to them it's communication can solve everything. Like they feel as if there is an issue, there's nothing there's nothing that communication can't solve. That you be able to come to some sort of understanding with communication. So yeah, they like to get deep, so they will always, like, it's important that they get to the bottom of things. Like, they ask a lot of questions. They they need to know the truth about a situation. Like, it's hard to lie to this person. Like, they will know if you're lying. They will know if you're withholding information. Because not only are they good communicators, like I said, their intuition lets them know when something's off. So when they feel like something's off, it's going to trigger them to want to get to the bottom of it. So it's like I said, you can't put nothing past this person. Like, you can't hide from this person. Like, you will be open and vulnerable, or not even, it's like you won't be able to hide from this person. This person's going to need to know everything about you, what you've been through. Like I said, they're big on communication, being open, being vulnerable. They want that deep connection, and in order to have that deep connection, you're going to need to have a deep conversation. Yeah, it's almost like they are protecting their heart. So it's like they need to know what they're getting themselves involved in. Like, who are they going to be spending? Like I said, they're a very serious person. They're a very committed person. They're in it for the long term. They're not looking for a short relationship. They're not looking for a one night stand. They want a committed long term relationship, marriage. So they need to know what they're getting themselves involved in, because they know once they're in it for good. They're in it for the long run. So yeah, let's see what else we have for you guys. So who will Palsy marry or be in a long term relationship with? It's way too many, Spirit. Who will Palsy marry or get into a long-term relationship with? All paths lead home. Inner authority, intuition, turn your gaze within. Like I said, they trust their intuition. They have a strong intuition. So if it doesn't feel right to them, they won't continue with it. If something, like I said, if you try to lie to this person or withhold information, or you're moving sneaky in any way, like, they will know, like, their intuition will pick it up. So it's like this person is very open, is very honest, and they expect the same in their relationships. Yeah, so they spend a lot of time going within. They like to make sure that they're doing everything that they can on their part. So if there's any issues that have arisen in the relationship, if there's any situations that might be causing you to feel some type of way, like, they want to have an open dialogue about it, so they can look into it and see if there's something that they're contributing or they're doing that they could fix. It's like they're always aware of what they're bringing to the table. They're always aware of their actions, is what I'm getting for you, Palsy. So let's see what else. Who Palsy is going to marry or be in a long-term relationship with. We have longing for home, homesick for the stars. Yeah, so I'm getting that energy of your person spending a lot of time by themselves. They may even have felt throughout their life that they haven't really found that companion, that person that they can spend the rest of their life with. So, like I said, they may have been in a few relationships where they have been with that person for years, but because they're such a loyal person, because of the type of person that when they get into a relationship, it's long term, they may have entered into relationships in the past with the wrong person, but still kept that energy, still tried to make it work, still did all those things. And then realize later on down the line that they may have given their all to the wrong person. So it's like they feel like they haven't quite found the one or that person. And so I'm getting that for you guys, for you to be, for this to be the person that you're going to marry, be in a long-term relationship with, it's like they feel that with you. They feel like you are someone that they could spend the rest of their life with. You're someone that they could be in a long-term relationship with, in a marriage with. You are their companion, you are their soulmate, you are someone that they feel they can grow with. It's like they found the one. Let's see, who will Paul C marry or be in a long-term relationship with? So we have hang on, I thought one more flipped over. Did it? No, it didn't. So we have Well and Orca Elders, Share Your Song, Frequency of Sound, Diving Deep. So yeah, your person likes to... They're a deep diver, deep thinker. You may also be, you have like a intuitive connection. So you share an intuitive connection. So a lot of the times you may not need to even say, they may not even need to say anything. It's like you just know what each other is thinking, feeling. You have a very strong bond, Palsy, with this person, a strong connection. Yeah, this is your life partner, Palsy. There's something about music as well. So you could share similar taste in music, or you could both be music lovers, or their hobby, they could be a DJ, they could sing, they could play instruments, they could make music. It could be you also, or they just have a love for music. Yeah, let's see what else we have. They may also dedicate songs to you, or introduce new songs, new music. Yeah, let's see what else we have for Palsy. We have the Courageous Peony. So multifaceted, unique nature, let yourself be seen. Yeah, so your person is very unique. They're very different. They're not like everyone else. They don't think like everyone else. Don't act, don't look like everyone else. They march to the beat of their own drum. They like to be their own unique self. They're very unique. So it could be the way that they dress, the way that they speak, the way that they present themselves. There's something they have like a unique quality about them. It may just be that they're different from anyone that you've ever been in a relationship with, so it may not be your typical type. I'm getting a real artistic flair about them. They're very creative. It's like a cosmic being, I just heard. So they're very cosmic. Yeah, let's see what else we have. So who will Kelsey marry or be in a long-term relationship with? So we have hedonist, inspires creative energy to embrace the good things in life, celebrates the beauty in yourself. So your person is very attractive, Kelsey, or at least you find them very attractive, beautiful. They may be vegan, vegetarian, or eat a lot of fruits. They may have long hair as well. I'm getting dark brown. Yeah, I did pick up that creative energy. They always like to, it's like they're very good with their hands. They always like to be working on something or working towards something. So whether that be self-improvement, a business, a goal of some sort. It's like they always like to be focused and working on something. Let's see what else we have. We have angel, helping those in need with no expectation of return. Yeah, so they may be a tarot reader. They may be someone that gives advice. They may be a counselor. They may be someone that just likes to help people. Like they may even give money. They may give to charity. They like to help people that are less fortunate than themselves. Yeah, let's see what else we have. Who will Kelsey marry or be in a long-term relationship with? Child wounded. Awakens compassion, desire to serve other wounded children. Opens the learning path of forgiveness. So yeah, like I said, they like to help people less fortunate themselves. I just said that. So anyone that they feel, and maybe this has a lot to do with their childhood, and what they've been through in life, and wanting someone to be there or do that for them, so they have become what they wanted. So they like to help, they like to give, provide, protect. They like to share their knowledge and wisdom as well, things that they've learned along the way. They may mentor children. They may be a teacher. Like I said, they have children of their own. So they're very hands-on with their children. Like they are an active parent. Like there's someone that is involved in their children's lives. Whether they're with the mother or father of their child, they're very much involved in their kid's life. Yeah, let's see what else we have. Who's Kelsey going to marry, be in a long-term relationship with? We have gambler, willingness to follow intuition even when others doubt you. So like I said, they have a strong intuition. They do rely on their intuition. They may have gone against their intuition in the past, and things didn't turn out so well. They may have made decisions and choices that people in their life have not been happy about, but it's something that they've had to do for themselves. So they may even do things that even you would advise them not to do, but they're going to follow their intuition regardless. So it's not that they won't hear you out, but it's like they're more likely to listen to they let their intuition guide them. There's no other way I can say that. There's no other way I can slice and dice it and talk around it. They have a strong intuition and they let their intuition guide them. Let's see what else we have. We have Virgin, maintaining symbolic purity of heart and spirit. Yeah, so your person is very, your person is pure, loving, peaceful, just very innocent. Like I said, open and just wanting the same in return. Yeah, they have good intentions with everything that they do. Like I said, they may be blunt, they may need to work on delivery, but everything they do is through a pure heart. So yeah, that's all I have for you, Pile C. I hope this has helped. If you've picked any other pile, I'll see you there. If not, thank you once again.